That's weird.
Yeah. But Michael, I gotta ask you,
Huh?
what are you doing for Halloween? I know we talked about this, but what are you doing for Halloween?
Happy Halloween, everyone!
Yeah.
I don't know when this is going to come out.
This will come out probably before Halloween.
Because
But I
on
mean,
Wednesday, right?
maybe you're listening it on Halloween. Either way, this episode is going straight into Halloween because from the title, you can probably tell what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, Halloween.
But,
right?
Yeah. What are you doing? You got any plans?
I'm not doing anything.
Going to any haunted houses?
Nope.
Getting spookified?
Nope.
Really?
Dude, I hate being scared.
Really?
I hate it so much. I hate horror movies. I hate haunted houses. I hate spookums. Like fucking, like, I get scared at, like, Scooby-Doo movie. You know, fucking A.
Which one?
The one where the face had a weird plastic thing in 2000 or whatever. Remember that? The live action one?
Yeah, the live action. Okay.
And then they had that weird face thing, and it fucked me out, dude. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the spooks.
Okay.
I do like Halloween because I like to indulge in beverage. So we'll probably just, like last Halloween, I was a lovely woman, and like
That's
Latina
right.
woman. Yeah,
That's right. You, your brother, and Dylan.
Yeah. We all cross-dressed, and we looked so good.
Y'all went to
all drag.
Patrick, like
he was terrified.
That whole like know the assignment meme.
Yeah,
like Patrick was there. He
Yeah.
knew the assignment.
Well, he was his idea. He actually. It was funny because so Patrick is like my height. He's like 5'10" on a good day, right?
Yeah.
He had like 4-inch heels and this huge wig and
That
this
wig,
huge dress.
he rocked it.
I know, and dude, I see him walking inside Moe's because we all went to the bar, and he was like towering over everyone, and it was like the scariest thing because he had this like walk that looked like what you'd think Slender Man walks like, you know?
Yeah.
Like walking through, I was looking outside. I was like, "That's fucking terrifying."
Yeah.
And I was gorgeous. I looked beautiful. So I might just do that again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to dress up and feel pretty.
Filibuster!
Anyway, speaking of spooky.
Spooky.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Everybody scream. Everybody scream.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna replace our Bob.
Bam, 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 bam. It's, I mean,
I wonder if I can get like a theremin cover of our intro.
maybe.
Woo!
Maybe.
So I can't even sing it.
Like, in all honesty, I mean, okay, you saw from the title, we're talking about Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas, bud.
A classic. Absolute classic. Every time, like, one of my favorite things about this movie, before even getting into the phenomenal music, the voice acting, the animation, the style, all that stuff, the story, before we even get into that, it's just so cool that there is a movie that is a double holiday film. You know?
It's awesome.
This is not just a film that you watch around Halloween.
You
This
watch
is
it-
also a film you watch around Christmas.
Like literally the last like 5 years of my life, I've watched it twice every year.
Exactly.
Because you need to.
It gets promoted 2 times a year, you know, unlike A Christmas Story, which only gets promoted around Christmas.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus. Who wants that shit? We're going to do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Exactly.
And we're also
I'm
going
not
to do it
saying-
in 2 months.
Right. I'm not saying they're bad films by any means. I love A Christmas Story, and Hocus Pocus is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is very good.
But you get a film like this that's like perfect.
Yeah.
You literally took 2 different holidays and you meshed them together.
In the best kind of way.
You know, so of course it's going to be celebrated 2 times. Oh, well, it also helps that it's also a really good film. So
That also helps, yeah.
if it sucked, we would not be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about it.
John was thinking of a movie yesterday. Still, we were still thinking of a movie, and it is the spooky season. So he's like Nightmare Before Christmas, and I was,
I just realized. Well, we record this now, then we get it out next week, and then that following weekend, bada bing, it's Halloween.
Fucking
there you
great.
go. Just
I'm
in
so
time.
excited. Maybe I'll put spooky music behind this, like. Ooh.
This podcast is haunted.
It's haunted.
Anyways, so we're talking about
Nightmare Before Christmas.
the late great Nightmare Before Christmas and my misuse of late great.
Yeah, here we are again.
Yeah.
Are you looking at fun facts right now?
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
Yeah.
This is like the most unprofessional thing that's ever happened.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's still recording. Now it's probably not recording either. And we're going to have to do the whole episode again.
It's still recording. It can record without me having to do the thing.
All right.
Julie, do the thing.
Anyway, it was released in 1993, right? See, this is what I'm talking about.
It was released October 29th, 1993. So
Whoa.
just in time for Halloween.
Halloween. So it is a Halloween movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's intended as a Halloween movie, even though the storyline, I guess the storyline wise, they start in Halloween, but it is focused around Christmas.
Yeah, I've always thought it was more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie, but
yeah,
it's both for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You can celebrate it both holidays and nobody's gonna bat an eye. Yeah.
Sometimes what I've been doing, if I'm like, say like someone wants to watch, because I have been watching it like twice every year, pretty much. But a good way to do it, and something I was thinking about before you brought it up this year, I was like, I'll do Corpse Bride for Halloween, and then I'll do Nightmare for Christmas for Christmas.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
That'd be
that's
good.
fair. That's fair.
That'd be a good way to do things.
Show your Tim Burton respect.
Both
ways.
You gotta. You know? So Tim Burton didn't direct this movie, right? He
Yes, that is one of the fun facts. Everybody gets that misconception because it says Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sure, yeah.
He did not actually direct it.
He wrote it. Did he write it, or did he just do the production?
Basically, he did everything else. So he did not. Let's see. Henry Selick.
Henry
was
Selick,
the actual director of this film.
Sure.
But Tim Burton. First off, one of the reasons why they went with his name was because, well, Tim Burton was a bigger name.
Yeah.
He already had Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, and Batman.
He did have Batman by this point?
I believe so.
Okay.
So, I mean, he was already the bigger name between the two. So, for advertisement purposes, marketing purposes, use the bigger name. Duh.
Yeah.
But no, he was producer. He wrote the story, and he came up with the look for the characters.
Well,
So I mean, it really is his film, but he was too busy to actually. He was busy with Batman Returns. He was busy with Batman Returns.
Wow.
So he didn't have enough time to actually direct it.
Wow, that's crazy.
But obviously, the three things he did do heavily involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his story. I mean, he came up with the story.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, how he came up with it was growing up in Burbank, California, right? Burbank's in California. What?
What you say to me?
Either way, while he was growing up, I mean, we see it today as well. There's always that like push for of marketing with the holidays. So as you draw close to Halloween, suddenly there's a lot of Christmas stuff as well. You can buy your jack-o'-lantern and your Christmas tree at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty. Funny.
It's really stupid.
That's what fucking
it is. What it is.
Home Depot does, right?
Yes,
they're just like, oh, it's Halloween. Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, so growing up, he always like, he just saw the constant like push between these two. It was like they were fighting over each other kind of thing. Neat. They were like blending together.
Yeah.
And so that like quote unquote planted the seed for him to come up with the concept. Well, what if Halloween actually tried to take over Christmas? Or, what if they actually fought to a degree? That's
kind of cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that is a fun fact for sure.
And then another fun fact is, he wrote like a little poem before actually like writing the story Nightmare Before Christmas, and he kind of wrote it as more of a fun offhand parody to The Night Before Christmas.
Okay.
Everybody knows that infamous The Night Before Christmas and All Through the House.
Yeah.
The creature was stirring. Not even the Grinch.
Yeah,
no, anyway.
Exactly.
Anyways, he obviously, as a parody, titled it The Nightmare Before Christmas.
And then just wrote a little poem.
Yeah. I don't have the poem on me because I am very unprofessional.
That's all right. That's all right.
You
Who
can
needs
look it up.
Go look it up, guys. Take a break from this podcast and look at the poem.
Yeah, stop listening to us.
Yeah,
because
stop
it's already been over 90 seconds.
Yeah, get out of here.
Real talk though. Yeah. So this is something that he's like has been in the works for a while.
Yeah. So he had been working on that for. He had the idea when he was young, right? So
yeah, he came up. Well, yeah, he came up. Yeah, the seed was planted when he was a kid, and then while he was being an animator at Disney, he like wrote that poem, like just kind of coming back to it, and then of course now we have the amazing classic that we have.
I'm surprised. I actually didn't know this was Disney, which is really embarrassing because it's like they use it a lot in their promotional stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was Disney because it was so for '93. It's pretty daring, you know. It's really kind of out there, man. The visuals are a little spooky.
Yeah.
And yeah, just for the time too. Like, what were they making in '93? Nothing of note, really, you know. And
I mean, they did have some.
Oh wait,
like, they had like the Black Cauldron was pretty freaking scary. Well, I mean, like, before then, I'm just saying, like, they have had like children's films that were very scary.
That's true.
Or like had a lot of scary vibes to it.
Yeah. I almost said. Yeah. Okay. All right. That doesn't make me feel bad. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was 94. The Lion King was 94, so it's fine. I what I said still stands.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, this movie came out basically Halloween of '93, where I was a strong 2 years old.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was also a strong 2 years old.
Runtime 76 minutes, so it's not a long movie.
Did you grow up with this? Did you watch it when you were a kid? Or did you watch it when it got the resurgence in like 2006, 2000 around that? Because that's when I found it.
Half and half. I knew of it.
Okay.
But it wasn't until it had that resurgence with like Hot Topic.
Yeah, the emo kids liked it.
Yeah. That's when I really got into it. But I knew of it because I know people from my childhood were really into it before it, like hipster style.
Before it was
they
cool.
were into it before it really blew up with Hot Topic and all that branding.
That's funny. I think I had no idea it was a thing, and then Blink-182 wrote about it, and then Hot Topic grabbed on. It's been a pop culture thing. It's been literally pop culture put this movie on its shoulders and like helped it through.
For sure.
Because it didn't make a big splash when it first came out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it did.
Oh, actually it did.
It did?
So the budget of this was $24 million.
24. Ooh, nice.
24 million. I mean, it is stop animation.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's fucking cheaper than I like. It just feels so big, you know.
Yeah.
From all the years behind it.
And box office was 91.5 million.
So it was a hit.
It was a very big success.
Wow.
Very big. I'm
In
surprised
93.
they didn't try to do a sequel.
Yeah, dude. What the heck, man? Probably someone put an end to that one because they kind of did with Corpse Bride, but
yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So yeah, because I found out about this movie when I was again like an emo, 6th, 7th grader, something like that. 8th grader, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
I remember I had my hair straight. Yeah, so I was definitely 8th grade.
Yeah,
because I had my hair straight, and then I watched the movie, and then I bought a beanie with Jack Skellington on the front.
Classic. And
I looked so cool. I left it in a movie theater after seeing Fool's Gold. After seeing one of the worst movies of all time. I lost it. And it was so sad. I was like, I don't even want to go see this movie. God.
Wait, Fool's Gold was... was that the one with Emma Watson? Or
no, Matthew McConaughey and another girl who I actually guessed a trivia question about it right the other day, but I totally forget who it is. And it was so bad.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it. I'm thinking of a different film.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so this, as we stated before, Henry Selick was the director. Screenplay, Carolyn Thompson. Adaptation by Michael McDowell. Story by Tim Burton, based on poem by Tim Burton, produced by Tim Burton.
Okay.
Yeah, and here we have the one, the only, Danny Elfman.
Danny. Woo!
Like, the man who did the music, the man who sang the beautiful, beautiful tunes of Jack Skellington.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh my god! Okay, you can't talk about Nightmare Before Christmas without talking about the soundtrack.
He made it.
It's literally impossible.
Yeah, he made it.
You can't have one without the other.
I really like when he's singing, because he didn't voice Jack Skellington when he wasn't singing.
Correct.
Yeah, someone else did. I forget who it was, but when he's singing, I love when he goes a little like, and what's this? And he's always very like kind of up there and like this, and then he gets into like this thing and it gets really exciting and it's like, whoa,
yeah,
like you're into this, man. I love it. I really feel it.
Yeah, he put serious emotion into this character.
Yeah, and the songs, you don't remember his dialogue. His dialogue's fine, but it's like kind of stilted and awkward half the time, you know?
Right.
There's that one, curiosity killed the cat, you know? I know.
Tongue-in-cheek joke.
Like, yeah, and you're sitting here like, okay.
Yep.
Then when he starts singing, you're like, oh, this is Jack. Like, I'm feeling the actual character come out, you know?
Yeah.
A lot more than when he talks, at least. I don't know, it's weird.
I agree. I mean, not to say that the person who voiced Jack's dialogue did a bad job. I thought he did a great job as well. But of course, like, it's just, this movie revolves so much around the music, so much around the songs.
Yeah, what's the movie, like 100, like hour and 20, right? So it's like an hour and 20, and like there's a song every 5 minutes. Yeah, it's almost more like an opera than a fucking musical.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I really enjoy, man. It's so good. Danny Elfman's such a weird character.
Yes, he has a very consistent sound in his composition. He definitely has a style that he likes to do. I mean, well, also, it doesn't help that he does pretty much all the works with Tim Burton.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't help, and Tim Burton has his style, so it's like you kind of almost get what's the proper terminology? Like typecasted.
Oh yeah, totally. They both are. And they're just like, well, this is going to work, you know?
Right.
Like,
it's like now whenever I hear that, oh, Danny Elfman's going to do the music for this film, it's like I automatically kind of start to hear like how this is going to go. Like, oh, there's probably going to be a tuba that does this, you know?
Yeah, or it's always the voices for me, like the ah.
Yeah.
Even The Simpsons, man, fucking The Simpsons. You know, it's like every one of his beats. Every one of his songs like has this fucking like chorus behind it, and I really don't love, you know, Danny Elfman in terms of just music.
Really, you're not a fan of Oingo Boingo?
No, I've never really been a big fan. You know,
really,
I don't know why.
Okay.
It's really cool music, and I'm not gonna say like it's bad. I'm just don't get into it.
You better not.
It's terrible.
We're about to have a fight.
I know.
We're gonna do a quick 5-minute intermission. Bro.
Pause it real fast. Cymbals fall over. Yeah, I don't know. Like he never really struck me. But when there's a perfect movie for his style, like this one, it's just you can't say no to it, man. It's fucking great. Like even the softer songs, even the ones that aren't as famous, they're all bangers. They're all bangers.
Yeah, they're art.
Yeah.
I
don't know, but like, yeah, he's all right. He's fine. He's fine.
I guess he's okay.
He's all right. He's very talented. He's very handsome.
Yes, he is. So I mean, well, it seems like you and I both really like this film.
Yep.
But of course, I got to ask you, Mike. Ease of watching.
What do you think there, Vaughn?
What do you think?
Literally every time I watch this movie, I'm halfway through and I'm like, whoa, it's over, almost over. And
it's a quick movie. Like I said, 76 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to today's 2-hour like stock time.
Fucking hate this.
76 minutes flies. It's like you're basically watching an anime episode at that point.
Oh my god, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's or like one episode of like one of those documentary series, you know, like they're always like an hour and something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you start the film and you're like, this is Halloween. You're having a great time, and then suddenly it's already Christmas.
Yeah, it's already Christmas.
You know, and he's getting shot out of the sky.
Yeah,
like
wait a second.
We skipped some steps.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And then so yeah, ease of watching, easiest fucking shit ever to watch. I watch this a lot with groups of people, maybe even the background at a party. Like it's always on, you know.
Yeah.
Around this time of year or Christmas. And what I liked by watching it intentionally for this was, you know, picking up these little things that you don't really they're not in the script. They're more like in the movement of the character. I don't have a good example for you, but like just like watching it with intention, it makes the movie feel a little longer, which I enjoyed, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I have all these scenes that I love so very much, and then there's the few scenes that I'm like, oh yeah, this is a scene. Huh.
Yeah.
I must like always get fucking a soda or something, or a fucking beer, or fucking, I don't know, chips whenever this is happening.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, I haven't seen this scene in a while. You know? It's really fun. It was a great time watching it.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, it's the easiest movie to watch ever. What do you think? You're like, what's your ease of watching with this one?
I hate this film. 0 out of 10.
It's shit!
0 out of 10. End the podcast. We're done. No, this film is phenomenal. It holds a special place in my soul.
So you don't.
But honestly, it's mainly because of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I agree.
Don't get me wrong. I love the art style. I love the animation. I love the dialogue itself outside of the songs. I love the story, the premise, all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. And I would be, if I was forced to watch this film every day for the rest of my life, I would not be upset.
Yeah, wake up every day morning, get a cup of coffee, and finish.
Exactly. I would not be upset.
That'd be awesome.
But for me, it's definitely like, I look forward to the songs.
Yeah.
You know, the moment that like Jack starts walking into that graveyard, I get really excited because I'm like, here comes my favorite song in the whole film. You know, Jack's Lament.
Yeah, dude.
I love that song so much.
It is so cool. The music is so cool. Yeah. I will say the story is like threadbare. If you and that's something that kind of like it's a cool story.
Yeah, but it's pretty cut and dry.
It's so simple.
Yeah,
it is so simple.
Yeah.
The only thing I think I dislike about that is then don't add extra intrigue that they're not gonna fucking figure out. Like Sally can have visions for some reason at one point. Remember when she sees like the little Christmas tree and it goes on fire?
Yeah.
And it's like, you never address that again. And you never talk about it.
Well, she tries to talk to Jack about it.
No, I'm just saying, why can she see that? Why can she see it? She's like a zombie.
I don't know. It might be the fact that like
she never does it again either.
Maybe one of the body parts that's like stitched up as her. Maybe it was a fortune teller or something.
Sure.
But that's speculation.
It was just weird. It was like, oh, you can do this now? Oh, weird, huh? And then also you can jump out of a building, but you can't take a little poison. I don't know. Sally was my least favorite character in this movie for sure.
Really?
She
all right.
Bores me. She's kind of stupid.
Like, well, she definitely has a clumsiness to her.
Yeah.
You know, which might also be just because of her design.
Because I like the clumsiness. That's fine. I just think like you're like it. I want to say like you're a shallow character, but guess what? Every character in this is a shallow character.
Pretty much.
And it's not like she did it. She probably had even more depth. Maybe that's what the issue is coming from. They tried to like expand her role with seeing these different things. I just think there was a deleted scene that explained this, you know.
Oh, okay.
I just think
like something that was cut from the final.
Yeah,
that could have like
explained this a little more.
Yeah,
it just feels like one of those kind of scenes, you know. And a lot of the movie kind of feels like that, kind of like shoved together a little bit.
Okay.
And if you get into like actual nitpicky about this movie, you're not going to have a great time, and that's kind of not the point.
Yeah, because I mean, there is the fact of like, oh my God, the world is on fire right now because Christmas is ruined and all this stuff, and then Santa just makes it go away like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Oh, totally.
Which I mean,
he's Santa.
Hilarious. Right? Yeah, he does say it. Right? He's like, of course I can. I'm Santa Claus, and then like zips away. But
or if you're talking about like,
but it is the fact of like, I feel like there are significantly bigger repercussions that I don't think Santa could fix like that. You know?
Yeah.
Like not to discredit Santa's powers.
Oh, sure.
I know he's a very strong character in DC Comics.
Yeah, exactly.
No joke, he is actually in DC Comics.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But anyways, that's besides the fact.
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know. I guess it was that easy.
I guess
it was that easy to clean up that mess.
Or like the fact that like you walk through doors to get to the worlds.
Yeah, Jack was able to just go
walk
through
to the door that you walk through to get to the town. He just walked there. And he like fell asleep. He's like, where am I? It's like, you were walking, you idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
And then apparently, if you walk through a graveyard long enough,
you can get to
you
Halloween
can get to
Town.
Halloween. Yeah.
But you can't go to Christmas.
How do you get to Christmas?
Maybe you walk into a
North
chimney.
Pole, maybe.
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Like the Santa Claus, I guess.
Yeah, I thought there was like a
You go to
different
the North Pole and
Yeah. I thought it was like a different plane of existence, But then he just
Yeah.
walks there, and
Yeah.
it's like, again, don't look into this kind of stuff if you want to have a good time. But like,
yeah, this is obviously like a children's film that is not meant to like. I mean, there's a reason why there aren't like sequels to it. There's a reason why they did not expand on this universe, because it's like there's no need to go that in depth. That's not the point.
it was a simple. But I was going to say something, but I kind of fought myself in my head. It's a simple moral, but it's also like, what is the moral of this movie? What would you say the moral of this movie is? Stay in your lane, right?
Frankenstein girls will seem strangely sexy.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
That's the moral of this story.
Fuck yeah, dude. I am hard as a rock right now.
Wow.
Anyway.
Which is also a mindless self-indulgence album.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact.
I'll just trust you.
Fun fact.
Anyway.
I always have that correlation.
What the moral of this movie is stay in your lane.
The moral of this movie
it's like, don't try anything. You'll fail.
I mean, well, okay. I guess more so, to me personally, I think the moral of the story is that it's not fair to take what someone else has just because you want it.
I'm sure. I'm sure that's what they were going for, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have liked it, though, if, like, Santa's like, yo, Jack, come with me on the sleigh ride, I would have liked something like that.
Well, I mean, that's essentially what, I mean, they're kind of getting at without saying it.
With the Merry Christmas at the end and all that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, we're still friends. Just next time, talk to me. Don't just send 3 little brats to kidnap me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of those, hey, we can definitely be friends. Just you're going about this all wrong. I'm more than happy to share my holiday if you're, and like we can do a Halloween, Christmas meetup or something.
Yeah.
But again, don't just kidnap me.
Yeah, just don't be a dick about it, Jack. Because he was a one-track... Jack, throughout the whole movie, was so one-track minded. He's like, I just want to do this right now, and...
Well, it's because, he was...
he's so pumped,
Well, yeah, because he found something that for the first time in his life, was like put a fire in his soul, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because he was getting bored of Christmas. He was getting bored of Halloween. Because it was it's the same old thing.
Yeah.
That's what he literally says. And there's something deep inside of these bones that's calling out to some place unknown.
Yeah.
Again, Jack's Lament, phenomenal song.
It's the best one.
It's literally his character development is that one song.
Oh, totally. Totally. If you didn't listen to the lyrics in that song, you're kind of lost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you're going to think that, he's just a dick. But it's not so much he's a dick, it's just the fact that he is blinded by his own desire of pursuing this new feeling that he hasn't felt in so long. Yeah.
Yeah. And the song is really good for that too. Just like he's not a, like, it's so funny. Again, pop culture gives this movie life because Jack and Sally, they had like one scene together kind of where they actually were, equally nice to each other, and that's how it ends.
Yeah.
But you listen to "Can Live Like Jack and Sally," Jack and Sally, if we want, well, you can always find me. It's like,
and where are you?
And where are you? And there's spiders. And anyway, but yeah, and you look at like pop culture, how much they've given to this, and like the like fan artwork and everything surrounding it. It's like that's what makes Jack and Sally's relationship so important, not the fucking movie. The movie literally was like Jack just kind of just like shoved her off with the entire movie.
Kind of neglects her until like the very end,
and was like, you're good. You're kind of good looking. It's like
But funny enough, this is a fun fact that I'm pulling straight from my brain.
Oh, nice, dude.
If you actually buy the CD or the soundtrack, there is an actual like epilogue track. So you know how the beginning of the movie has that intro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time you've begun. And yada yada yada. So they have one of those at the end.
Okay.
And it actually talks about Jack and Sally like having kids and like actually having a family and all this stuff. Yeah, and it's really, really cute. And the narrator asked Jack, if you had the opportunity to do this all again, like would you ever do this all that stuff? And the soundtrack literally ends with, it says Jack cracks a smile and says, "Would you?"
Oh, that's so cool. See, I like that way better.
Yeah. But it does emphasize the fact that like Jack and Sally now are like a couple. They have a family. Yeah. So it goes more in depth of like, yes, they are truly a thing.
That's cool.
They are a forever love.
I like that.
Yeah. But they didn't incorporate that into the film. I'm not sure why.
Wouldn't that be cool?
But they did it for the soundtrack.
Wouldn't that be really cool, that scene? That scene would be awesome. Like him talking to the narrator too. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess this is like the happy ending, not the what if ending,
True. Because I guess in a degree, it does leave with a cliffhanger, like maybe he'll do it again.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll do it again.
Well, didn't he do it in like the Kingdom Hearts games? I think he did it in the Kingdom Hearts games.
I never played Kingdom Hearts.
That's what Dylan was telling me last time I talked about him.
By the time I tried to get into Kingdom Hearts, there was already like 12 of them out. Because it's like Kingdom Hearts, and then Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Kingdom Hearts 2.1, and
I can't
Kingdom
follow
Hearts
it, man.
2.735.
I played a little bit of the first one.
It's really funny. I think Donkey put out a video trying to like explain the timeline of Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Like in correlation to like the games.
How'd it go?
And stuff. It's an absolute fustercluck.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because of how many different games are out there.
Yeah,
that it's like eventually you're just kind of going, okay, like how does this all make sense?
Good God,
when is Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out?
Yeah, that's so confusing, man.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Metal Gear, which is even funnier.
Is that one difficult too?
Because that one's also really difficult.
What's up with all these?
Because you play the fifth one, but the fifth one's just like, surprise, this is actually a prequel to this one, which is like a sequel prequel to this, and it's like really confusing.
That's like those fucking guys who try to figure out like Legend of Zelda timelines too, and it's like that's impossible.
The only thing I heard for that one, and I know we're getting off topic, ladies and gentlemen,
3 different universes,
bear with us.
Or 3 different links.
It's like it's like the Link is constantly like being reincarnated or something like that. Yeah. Because I guess Skyward Sword is, I think lore wise, the actual first Legend of Zelda, like timeline wise.
Yeah, or one of
or something like that.
We're gonna get off topic, but I think it's like. Well, I only liked it because it's the Legend of Zelda. How are you going to tell the story of Zink and Zelda? Zink and Lelda.
Zink and Lelda.
How are you going to tell the story of them, And then it's just different people telling the story, and that's how they come across it with their different. Because if you're by the ocean, you're going to make a Wind Waker kind of story. Maybe if I don't know.
Yeah, it gets rather confusing.
Calm down.
Anyways, how did we get on that topic?
I have no idea.
Anyway, so with
Kingdom
this
Hearts.
film. Oh yeah, that's right. He
would steal Christmas again. Stole Christmas.
I guess. I didn't play, so I can't confirm or deny.
I didn't either, so I don't even.
I will just happily nod and say yes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But okay, cool. So I got to ask you, characters. What'd you think of the characters?
My favorite was the baby.
Was the baby?
Yeah, with the eyes all stitched shut.
Oh, okay.
They ruined Christmas. That was it. Something's wrong with Jack. Something's wrong with Jack. Dun, 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 dun. Hope he hasn't died.
He's being honest.
I love the kid. Well, the kid and the sax player.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy.
and the Dylan and I always talk about the black cat siren, because that's like the funniest shit. Oh, it's so that's the reason I like this movie. All the like the little fucking things, man. It's so cute.
Yeah,
everyone is so cute. I love it so much. Like the devil has his own voice, and it's not like, because in a lot of these animated or whatever, they're gonna have like the reoccurring side characters, like basically chorus members, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time they won't have the same voices, It's if they're doing like a one-off little bit, they won't have the same voices because no one cares. But in this, all the background like characters have the same voices every time, and I love that, dude. All their voices are so different and interesting. So I don't know. I loved all the side characters, man. They're great. Who was your favorite character?
I mean, definitely the tree in the intro.
Yeah.
Everybody scream!
Everybody scream!
Yeah,
I like Oogie Boogie
because you never see him. Yeah, Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, you never see that tree. Well, we might see him a little bit.
Maybe. I don't recall, honestly. If he is there, then he's definitely in the background.
Yeah, totally.
No, obviously Jack Skellington is my favorite.
He's pretty badass.
Come on. If he's not your favorite, then you got to have some hard arguments as to why he's not your favorite after watching this film.
I think because he's shallow.
Is he really shallow though?
I think he is. I really think he is.
I mean, he's a lost person who's just trying to find feeling again. Is that really shallow?
I don't know if you are a lost person trying to find feeling again. It's one thing, but like going.
Narrow-minded maybe, but that's not necessarily shallow.
I don't know. I think they kind of go hand in hand because the narrow-mindedness makes him just so like one-dimensional in terms of like with Sally, with his people. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't think he's a bad character at all. I fucking love him, but he's badass. Like one of his favorite scenes is when Oogie Boogie puts the table over. And he's like, "Hello, Oogie."
Yeah.
And
Jack.
and Jack. And I love that. It's like he's an intimidating character, you know?
He is.
And I love him being like the Pumpkin King and all this stuff. It's really cool.
Yep.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Fair enough. No, Jack Skellington is definitely my favorite. A close second would actually be Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. I love Oogie Boogie.
I thought the take they had on,
Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah.
Instead, like he being this like gambling guy, like mafia-esque,
He's so cool,
it's
man.
just like that was such
I like how he's like a sack filled with bugs too. Like that's so badass. Like
it's like the bugs that he eats like makes him stronger.
Yeah. Weird.
Like Ken Page is the guy who did the voice for Oogie Boogie.
Okay, yeah.
He did a phenomenal job. He's
Ken
like
Page.
it's a pretty iconic voice.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers the way that Oogie Boogie sounds.
Yeah, the second you start hearing him talk,
Yeah.
A lot of people say, wow, there's a plane outside. Anyway, a lot of people say like Oogie Boogie is like not a great bad guy because he's not in the movie at all. It's like he's fucking in the movie since the first scene.
Yeah, he is.
Like I am the shadow of the moon at night, Like
yep.
That is like the most badass bad guy in show
to the brim with fright.
Oh
yeah.
I love that because he's like he's terrifying.
Yeah,
he's
because
like
he's the boogeyman.
Yeah, he's big guns.
That's like one of the iconic, mythical scares that like we learn as children. Like, oh, you better stay in bed or else the boogeyman's gonna get you. Or whatever.
Yeah, you don't say like a werewolf and stuff. This is like the thing that's under your bed.
Yeah, you learn about like vampires and werewolves, zombies, all this stuff later. But like the boogeyman is such an iconic.
It could be anything. It could be anyone.
Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way they did it was perfect, and I think he was a threatening force throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
I don't think like he just because he wasn't like physically there for a while. It's like, yeah, but it's only he made his first appearance, he made his second appearance, and he made his third.
Yeah. And I mean it like there's a reason why that Oogie Boogie is put in like almost a prison. Yeah. To a degree. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And the three kids just like feed him bugs
too
and
dangerous,
stuff.
I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's too dangerous to just constantly be let out.
Yeah.
Because he would probably try to take over.
Yeah, exactly.
The world of Halloween.
Oh, easy.
And all that stuff. He's too evil. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was a pretty good villain.
I thought so too. He was a good foil for Jack too. He's very different, you know?
Sure. Maybe if the movie was longer, they could have spent more time on him. Maybe. But,
but it wasn't. So
there wasn't. Yeah. I don't think it was necessary because even then, like the three kids.
Yeah.
Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
I forget. I think so.
Yeah. They they in their song talking about kidnap the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They reference Oogie Boogie and all that, and they're like how scared they are of him. Like
And
we're gonna keep our distance, but we're gonna throw them to Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, and those three are kind of part of the bad guy. Like they're part of Oogie Boogie, so it's like he does make appearances. He's a constant force in the movie, you know.
Because Jack even says, "And leave Oogie Boogie out of this."
and they're like,
nope.
"Yeah,
we're gonna make sure he's in this." Because we're three shits.
They're hilarious. They're like that's one of my favorite songs in the movie.
It's a great song. Animation wise too, they did a really good job with they're like pranking each other and like messing with each other as they're getting all their gear together.
Oh, definitely.
Very, very cool.
And a lot of these like James and Giant Peach and this and all these around this time claymation was like it could get like a little much on screen. And I think it did in their last fight, Oogie Boogie, and when all that stuff's happening, it's kind of weird, you know. But there's a few scenes like before that when they see like the kids like running down a hill, and they're like one of them's behind, then he runs up and catches up with them and stuff like that. It's so pretty and so fluent and so beautiful. It's like and that scene did do a great job at all the animation. You're totally right.
Absolutely.
So pretty. I love it.
Yep. And then they go and kidnap the Easter Bunny.
Bunny!
Man, I know. Like people feel bad for Santa Claus for being captured and going through all that, but imagine the Easter Bunny. Like he had nothing to do. He's just a bunny.
Yeah, and we're gonna trust those three kids to bring him home. Of course, they're not gonna bring him home.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
Is he dead?
He probably brought him to Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. Is Easter over?
Easter's over because Oogie Boogie ate him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, characters, man. Characters, great.
For sure.
Good.
And then I forgot, like, soundtrack wise, obviously, Jack's Lament is my favorite song. It's the first song that Jack sings.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? Did you say what your favorite was?
I said a few of my favorites because like they're all my favorites. But
okay.
If I had to pick one, I would say probably Jingle Bells by the Jazz Band.
And the one and the two.
That was so funny. No, probably not. Well, obviously, This Is Halloween is fucking amazing.
It's iconic.
Yeah,
but it literally starts the film.
I'd say "Kidnap the Santa Claus" is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
And just the fact that it comes this swooping in like chorus, or like back to the verse. It's like fucking so cool. I love that song.
Yeah.
Just the feel of it, the march of it, you know? Yeah. So cool.
It is Danny Elfman. Well done.
Well done.
Mr. Elfman. It's a shame that you blew out your voice, so Oingo Boingo will never be a thing again, but I respect you. Anyways.
He blew out his voice? That sucks.
Yeah, when for Corpse Bride, I guess.
Oh.
Or something. I don't know. I'd have to look up the exact details, but I heard that it was Corpse Bride that really ruined his voice. Singing for that one.
Weird. Oh well. Good on you, Danny Elfman. And yeah, so that's my favorite song. What's at home? What's your favorite song?
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
Is it possible for you? Do you have a song that you hate with this soundtrack? Because there's quite a few. There's
quite a few songs. I don't really love...
My least favorite is Making Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
Why?
Like...
Do you have a reason?
It just wasn't as catchy to me as all the others. But I do understand that it is a pivotal moment in the story. You know, for like the progression of the story itself. You know, them putting all the presents together and like singing about what they're doing and, you know, a cute bow and, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely like the background song. And then they can talk between it, right? So maybe that's why it's a little less exciting.
Yeah.
I don't love... I don't know. The last song in the movie is kind of like Sally's song, right? And Jack's Lament, right? They kind of are together a little bit, or is it just Sally's song? I'm totally drawing a blank. Because Sally's song goes, what does it go?
Ba 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 ba.
Oh yeah.
Da
da da da da.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yep. It sounds a little better than that, though. But,
I don't know.
You're on the right track.
I don't know about that. The last song is more like Sally's song. And it's kind of, I don't know. I was looking for a little more sweeping ending.
Something with more pep in its step.
A little more pep, yeah.
Maybe going back to This Is Halloween but
yeah, like a different version of that,
or...
maybe. Like at the end of Hello Dolly, it goes so. This is such a rant, but like the big song in Hello Dolly is "Hello Dolly, well, hello Dolly," right?
Yep.
And then the last scene, he walks in, and Mr. Vandegeller, and he's like, "Hello, Dolly, well, hello, Dolly, wonderful woman," and I don't know, that was so like. Nice little reprise. That was nice, but I could have used a little more pep in my step at the end, but that's just me being a musical guy, right?
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. Yeah,
fair.
So that's where I'm at.
All right. Oh yeah. A fun fact for those who don't know, or maybe who, yeah.
Do I know?
Is actually when it starts snowing in the Halloween town land.
Yes.
I can't remember exactly what they call it. In the land of Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, when it starts snowing, and Santa Claus is like, "Merry Christmas."
Yeah.
Or Happy Halloween, whatever. Anyways, when the vampires are playing hockey, so they're shooting around a pumpkin.
Right.
The original, or I don't know if it was originally intended, but they actually refilmed it. And instead of a pumpkin, it was Tim Burton's head. So you can actually look it up. There's a funny like deleted scene thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're actually instead playing with Tim Burton's head.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It always made me laugh. I understand why they didn't put it in the film, but at the same time, I don't know, it couldn't hurt.
That's funny. You know, something I noticed this time watching it?
Wow.
I noticed that, and I'm going to sound like an idiot here. I just know I am, but I've never noticed this, and I've seen this movie so many times, but it's like, when Santa Claus is like the shadow, when Jack first sees the shadow, he does his shadows are elongated to make claws.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that until the last time watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I thought it was just kind of like a fun name that he gave him. But it's like, no, he saw the claws. That's why later on in the movie, he's like, oh, you don't have any claws.
And he heard, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Or,
Sandy Claus.
Right.
Yeah.
He heard Claus in the name and saw Claus in the shadow and all that. So he thought...
He's one of us.
He's
a cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that the shadow was actually like that. I never knew. I never saw it. So there you go.
Yep.
That's how it helps when you actually watch a movie by yourself and like take notes and shit, right?
For sure.
I didn't take notes. So there you go.
Clearly neither did I.
Yeah, we decided on this yesterday. Give us a fucking
I have my
break.
laptop pulled up.
Exactly. Gee whiz. Oops. Whoops. Oops. Yeah. Whoops.
All right. So.
What?
With this film, I mean, we're what more can we really say other than what was your favorite scene?
Oh.
What was your least favorite scene?
Oh.
And I guess you can include the songs for this.
Yeah, if it goes together. My least favorite scene is Sally's
Sally song?
When she's trying to poison the old guy. It just goes on way too long, and I get bored every time. Yeah, every time. It's just so boring. And my favorite scene is, I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, one of my favorite scenes is my favorite songs is "Kidnapped Santa Claus," and the scene is awesome. But I think I'm gonna give that to the opening, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Just because the whole first song is so fucking good.
I mean, yeah, with that one, I mean, not only are you establishing the scenery of the world you're in,
yeah,
but it's like you're just getting little blips of like all these main characters of this world. Maybe not the main character of the story, you know, obviously, because that's saved for Jack to show up at the end.
The end of that song, too, when he comes out, it's like so cool.
Right. But it's like, the witches get a line, the werewolf gets a line, like all these different characters, the clown with the tearaway face.
Yeah.
Like they all get these lines and then you see them throughout the film.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Or that one guy.
This
is the best thing about making Christmas. So look what I forget the lyrics. Sometimes have I've done. I am a genius.
Yep.
And he's making a hat.
Yep.
That's like my favorite part. But no, yeah, my favorite scene probably is the opening. It's just so good. It's one of the best scenes in movie animated history for sure. So
Okay.
that's mine. How about you? Least and favorite?
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, yeah. Difficult. You got it. You can start with favorite if you want.
I don't know my favorite as well.
Oh, it's the short enough.
They're
movie.
all so great.
They're all so fun.
Great.
Just think of like one of those little middle scenes, like I said. Like Phil, my second least favorite scene is the one where she sees the fucking Christmas tree burn because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm not going to pick it just because you tell me to pick it.
Well, I'll give you a third one. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you greatly.
Yeah.
Greatly.
Graciously.
Ah, yes, graciously. Anyways.
I'll leave you to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to think.
I am a genius. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Okay.
Dude, I seriously can't think of one. I really can't think of like a favorite scene because we're not including the songs per se.
You can include the songs.
Well, if we're including the songs, I'm just gonna go with Jack Lament.
That's fine.
It's
if you can't think of a favorite one, if that you said the second he walks into that graveyard, you love that scene, you know. So maybe
yeah,
that's
I get really excited.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
that'll do.
All right, so that'll be my favorite.
Oh,
least favorite. I don't know.
Just don't give one.
I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Okay,
Not at all.
well, since I can't think of one, so 0. What if you could change something of this film to make it better? What would you do? If there was a way to make this film better.
Well, since you told me that ending, I'd tack on the ending.
Oh, yeah. From
it's
the
like
soundtrack.
couldn't be more than 10 minutes, you know? So it'd be like 5 minutes at most. And you have this pretty little epilogue. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd add that. I would. I don't know. There's a few things when it comes to the lines and direction of the lines when they're not singing. Like again, that curiosity you'll get. I know, you know. And like I don't know, like when he gets shot down and he yells out to Zero, it's kind of awkward and weird. There's a few like things like that I probably would have just said, "Hey, let's just take that one more time," you know, in the booth or something like that. Just let's roll that a little differently.
Oh, okay.
The movie is so interesting and of its time and special and unique that it's hard to say that'll make it better because it won't because it's a staple, you know. But those are my little things. I'd probably just give them an extra time in the booth, and I'd like that ending. What would you do, John Boy?
I think I would have. Okay, 2 things.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I would have added more on to the ending, per se. Just to have that like cheeky tag at the end, you know,
I like that.
You know, would you?
I love that
kind of thing. Like, I think that would be really, really cool because it really entices. Because I mean, it's a kids' film, so it really entices like the imagination of a child with that question as like the end, like. Would you do the same?
Yeah.
You know, would you try to take over another like how would you do it? Or you know what I mean? Like it really
and
entices.
it kind of shows Jack at his little conniving. Jack's a little he's still a monster, you know? So it's like
of course.
That idea is kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah. That and then as much as I do love everything they did with Oogie Boogie, it would have been cool to make him a little more scary. I guess
agree.
per se,
Yeah.
you know, because from a design point, yes, he obviously has this scary look to him.
Yeah,
but it's not like terrifying. It's not. I don't know. It didn't seem that scary.
Yeah.
So I think they could have added more, something more terrifying. I don't know. Maybe. Well,
maybe like a longer entrance or something. Just something that makes him a little more imposing, right? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Because that's what I was thinking.
It could be that, but also I'm also thinking from a design perspective too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe a little
not,
bigger.
That's
all I could think of.
Maybe bigger.
Cause I love his little feet and shit, and he's like such an interesting looking dude.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how they could, or maybe if he like, but then that means the fight would have to go significantly longer. Maybe if he like breaks out of that place, you know, and they they fight outside. I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be interesting, but of course everything is already it's iconic, and
it's hard, right?
What they have now works perfectly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
flies by too. That's the thing. You don't notice shit. It's awesome.
For sure. But I don't know. I guess another thing was the fact of it just seemed like Jack was never really in trouble when fighting Oogie Boogie.
Right.
Like there were a couple times where he was taken by surprise.
Yeah.
But he never got like hurt or anything like that. Like he always seemed like in control.
Yeah. Like crazy in control too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
That maybe if Oogie Boogie was like actually more of a
threat.
Of a foe. Yeah, more of a threat.
I think that wouldn't hurt anything because I mean the way they show him in the beginning on the moon, and then when he first sees Santa Claus, he's got like worms for teeth, and he's all in the black light.
Yeah,
and it looks really cool. And then when you finally see him at the end, he's kind of you could be a little tougher at the end. I'll give him that too.
Yeah. So okay, I could see people's grievance on that.
That's probably why they don't like Oogie Boogie, but it's not Oogie Boogie. It's like what you do with him, you know. I think that's where people get like, he's a bad villain. He's not very, anything. It's like, no, he's a lot actually. He just kind of falls flat at the very end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I could see that. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I might change that too. But it's so hard to add minutes onto this thing.
It can be.
Because the thing is, you add minutes and it turns into one of the fucking movies coming out now. It's 2 hours. You're like, why is this 2 hours?
Yeah. And honestly, what they have now, it's straightforward to the point. Like you don't have to add more.
Yeah.
We're just, excuse me. We're just adding for fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See. Okay.
What?
Cool. All right. Well, what would you rate this movie?
We're gonna rate it, and then we'll get the rating, right? That's how we're doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
That's what we do.
So I'll go first. I'll rate it a 75.
75?
Yeah.
Really?
I like the movie a lot, but it's stilted in parts and all this stuff. I'll give it a 77 just because. Wait a second. I'll give it an 80 with the music. If I'm thinking about the music and its impact and the fact that it's claymation, I'll give it an 80.
I'm just going to let you keep going because you're just going to
No, it's on 80. It's on 80.
To keep going up.
It's a lot of the movie's stilted. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. It's kind of awkward in places. I love it, but it doesn't deserve more than 80. 80. What would you give it, John?
Keep going.
Nah.
Keep going. Convince yourself
it's
to
an 80.
go higher.
It's an 80. It's
no,
an 80.
I would definitely give this movie like between like 94 and 96. You know, like either of those. I mean, you could just say 95, you idiot. But I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like it's 96. Sometimes I feel like it's 94.
I love it. That's
Me.
perfect. Yeah.
Fight me.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes.
What do they got it at?
They. Hold on. I have ad block.
Oh.
So they gave it a 95.
Whoa! You're right on, dude.
They gave it a 95. Audience score 91.
Wow.
So
how am I so low? Come on, guys.
So I'm bringing it. I'm trying to bring it up. I'm right there with the critics.
I'm trying to bring it down.
You're
wow, I'm the asshole this week.
Yeah.
Mike's the asshole this week. Confetti.
You're just a big dickhead.
Sorry, everyone who loves this movie more than I do, apparently. I love this movie. Doesn't mean I just gotta like it. Doesn't mean I have to rate it high.
Yeah. Wait, Greg Proops was in this?
Who?
Greg Proops.
Who's Greg Proops?
He's like one of the consistent in Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
You know how they always have like the fourth person that like rotates around? So Greg Proops was like he was one of the more consistent.
Let me see his face.
Guys. Yeah, he was the dude with the glasses.
Where?
He always wore a suit a full suit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Greg Proops.
Who did he play?
He was the devil.
Oh, he was the devil. The devil had a voice like this, or something like that.
Interesting. I had no idea. That's
Wow.
cool. Good for him. Oh, and also for clarification, yes, Danny Elfman did Jack Skellington when Jack Skellington sang, and Chris Sarandon did Jack Skellington's dialogue.
Cool. He did a great job.
Yes.
They both did a great job.
Yep. Catherine O'Hara, who has been in many things.
She's so great.
She did Sally and Shock.
Okay.
So one of the kids.
Yeah. That's right. Who did the other kids? Now that you're on that, because
let's see. Paul Rubens did Locke. And
someone else did someone else.
it's not really showing.
Ah, well. Ha, well. Looks like Barack Obama from over here. Is Barack Obama in this movie?
Which one?
The one on the top row on your side, on the very far right.
Wait, hold on.
Looks like Barack Obama from over here. This is really good content, dude. We're putting out some good content right now. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the third kid.
Well, I don't know what the third kid is. Tell us in the comments.
Nope, Vampire 1. That's not it.
I'm gonna have to keep
Nope. Not that one either.
a mental note of where we start doing this.
Oh, Greg Proops was also the sax player.
Oh, Bone Daddy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yay!
That is funny.
That's really funny. Fuck yeah. Good for him.
Doc, Sally. I will figure this out.
Yeah, do it, man.
Maybe. I probably won't.
No.
Terry Katz, Man Under the Stairs, #1.
Wow.
There's also Corpse Dad and Vampire 2.
Wow. What a great cast. I am a genius. Well, I'm going to cut this out of the podcast.
Okay, yeah, I can't find it. You know, I really got to pee, and this is just taking time.
Yeah, we both just drank a whole thing of water. Look at us.
We are. Hydration is important.
Hydration is sexy. That's what they say.
Hydration is sexy?
Yeah, that's what Patrick always tells me. He's like, remember, hydration is sexy. And I was like, sure.
I guess so.
Say it to your friends.
Sexy.
It's a sexy thing.
Ah, is it?
I think so.
I guess.
Well, think of the other, like, of a dried up, shrivelly thing. It's not very sexy. Hydrated.
What do you mean by thing?
Anyway,
You've intrigued me, Michael.
I can go for another hour on this podcast. I can't. I gotta pee.
Yeah, same.
So I don't know. So yeah, fucking hit us up on fucking Instagram, dude.
What do you guys think about this film? Do you watch it twice a year? Do you watch it one time a year? Which holiday do you look forward to most watching this?
What is this, a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Yeah.
More?
Do you feel like this is more of a Christmas film? Do you feel like this is more of a Halloween film?
Curious.
Do you think it's both equally?
Uh-huh.
You know, let us know.
Let us know. Fucking let us know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Follow us on Spotify.
And Instagram.
On Instagram. It's Filmbuster. It's the same thing.
Same logo. Everything.
Yeah. It's fucking just go follow us, and then we'll tell you that this video is out on Wednesday. All right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that's all I got.
Precisely.
Well, I guess we'll see you next week. I get a pick, so.
Yeah. Well, we hope you all have a happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Be safe out there.
Please.
Check the candy for guns.
Yes. They've been putting AKs in the candy recently.
Look what I found in the Milky Way. Disgusting. M19. Just those pictures are pretty hilarious. But really, yeah, go out there, be safe, wear your masks. Get
look at that, man! Wow, topical.
Just be safe, have fun out there. Hopefully, it's not too cold wherever you live.
Yeah.
And
big kisses.
Enjoy that sugar rush.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's John from Filmabuster.
If you liked this episode, then like it. Weekly videos will be posted, so subscribe to stay updated.